I'm on my way from Ukraine to US right now, and I have one day in Warsaw and go to Królewskie Łazienki. It's like a park, and from there I'm gonna go somewhere else. I don't know yet where, but let's check the park first. Łazienki Królewskie, also called a Royal Bus Park. It's biggest park in Warsaw, right in the center of the city. It covers 76 hectares of the beautiful gardens, trees, and historical buildings. This is actual entrance to the park, and I would actually say that it took me about 15 minutes to walk from the hotel, so not bad. Well, in the park, you cannot really bike inside, touch the animals, fly drones, or take your dogs. So let's see what's inside here. This is the map, and here it shows you where's the main landmarks of the park, like painting collection, water tower, white pavilion, royal gallery, and here is everything written in Polish and English, so it's kind of easy to navigate. As you walk through the park, you might suddenly see something that looks different. Buildings with Asian-style architecture. This is new Chinese garden opened in 2014 as a part of Royal Garden. There are two main buildings here, Chinese Pavilion, which stands for masculine side, and delicate Chinese gazebo, which represent femininity. These two are joined by beautiful marble bridge. Park is open every day, from 6 in the morning until 10 at night, so you can enjoy a walk or relax in the nature almost any time. But if you want to go inside the museum buildings, the hours are different. Most museums open around 10 a.m. or noon, depend of the day, and close between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Keep in mind that all museum buildings are closed on Mondays. Good news that visiting gardens and the park is completely free. But if you want to see exhibition inside, you will need to buy a ticket. Prices can vary. For example, it costs around 30 zloty to visit just a museum of hunting. But if you want to see everything, including the palace on the Isle, old Orangery, Myślewicki Palace, the White Pavilion, Water Tower, Kubicki Stable, and barracks, you need to pay around 90 zloty. And the tour itself can take up to 2 hours. I bought my ticket in the Museum of Hunting in the terminal and was able to pay with the card. Inside you will find all kinds of hunting trophies from around the world, including taxidermied animals and big collection of old hunting rifles. Main exhibitions are located in the Cantonese barracks. Here you can see what Polish hunting rooms looked like in the 1800s and 1900s, learn about forest animals and birds, and view some rare and exotic trophies. Now let's go check out everything because I bought tickets for every exhibition. And the next one is going to be a water tower. Another interesting building you'll see in the park is water tower, also called reservoir. Back then, it was used to collect water from nearby sources to send it through pipes into the palace. Towers like this were quite popular in 18th century parks across Europe, especially in England and France. They were often built in a Gothic style or made to look like Gothic ruins. Just visit water tower. There's not much to see. It's mostly just explaining how mechanism inside of the building works. You cannot really go inside upstairs, but you can walk on the first floor. One of the most beautiful buildings in the park, in my opinion, is Old Orangery. It was built between 1785 and 1788 to keep exotic trees warm during the winter. But it's not just a greenhouse, it's also a theatre. Inside you will find the Royal Theatre and the sculpture gallery with works collected by King Stanislav August. Theatre is very special. It's one of few original 18th century court theatres still standing in Europe, and only one of its kind in Poland. And I'm just done with this royal orangery, and here's inside. It's like exhibition of the 18th, 19th and 20th centuries statue, and they are a copy of the Greek and Roman statue of the Greek gods, Roman empires and all that stuff. It's pretty big area right there, and they have also, I think they have some kind of theater, so you can kind of like look from the Royal Lodge in the theater. So far, in my opinion, I think it's worth buy just a full ticket where you can visit everything, because literally every single exhibition here is interesting. And it's just $25 if you're here. Might as well just buy full ticket, look at every exhibition, and be done with royal bathhouses in Warsaw. Next, I went to White Pavilion. Small elegant villa that's a rare example of 18th century residential architecture in Poland. One of the most interesting features inside are Polish grotesques. Special kind of decoration with plants that twisted and curl around images of people and animals. It was first time the style was used in Poland. Pavilion was built around 1774, right next to Royal Promenade. It was most likely designed by Domenico Merlini, the same royal architect behind many other buildings in the park. By 1777, the rooms was fully furnished and decorated with beautiful wall paintings. Inside of the White House, also a lot of sculptures, but the most remarkable is the paintings on the wall, kind of like frescoes. And when you actually walk inside, it feels way bigger than outside. From outside, it looks like a little pretty house, but inside it almost feels like a palace with multiple halls and areas where you can look around. Yeah, I think one or two things left. Another part of the museum is inside of Kubicki Stables, which was fully renovated between 2019 and 2021. There are two permanent exhibits, the coach house filled with beautiful old carriages and the royal weaving factory, showing how royal fabrics were made. Right near the hunting museum is Kubicki Stable, and here you can see carriages, and you can also see some tools that was used by the horsemen and people who used to was the driver of the horse carriages. And also they have some cool machinery to make a jacquard, and the video how it's made. There's the peacock behind me. I don't really want to bother him. And let's go see what we can see next. Right next to the carriage museum is Palace Myślewicki. Let's see what's inside there. Now let's take a look at the beautiful Myślewicki Palace, what you can find in the eastern part of the garden. This elegant two-story palace was built in 1775, and it's one of the best examples of the early classicist architecture in the park. Palace is named after old village of Myslewice, which used to be located nearby. It was placed right at the end of the road coming from the town side.
What makes this palace so special is how well it has been preserved. Even today, most of interiors still have the original decoration from the time of King Stanislav August. Walking through it feels like stepping back into times of 18th century.
This is Palace Myślewicki. I just finished looking around, and this is definitely the place for people who like all kind of antique, beautiful furniture and paintings, because this is full of it. Right next to it, here's a temporary exhibition, and now it's exhibition about the gardeners from the royal garden and how they work and what tools they use. So it's gonna be here. Here also you can buy tickets, and here also a souvenir shop for the museum.
Near the end of 1600s, there was a small building here that was served as a kitchen, preparing meals for the residents of Bas House, owned by Stanislav Lubomirski. Later, during the time of King Stanislav August, building was expanded and redesigned by Domenico Merlini, the royal architect. It became much larger and was given a new name, Great Annex. Today it's also known as Officer Cadet School. At the time of summer 2025, building hosted a special temporary exhibition called Life of Royal Garden. This exhibit shows lesser-known sides of the gardens, not just how they looked, but how they were used. It talked about people who lived and worked here, and what everyday life was like behind the scenes in the royal park. One of the most famous buildings in the park is Palace on the Isle. Originally, it was a Baroque garden pavilion designed by Dutch architect Tilman van Gameren. In 1764, King Stanislav August bought the Bas House and entire Ujazdowski estate to build his summer residence. With the help of two architects, Domenico Merlini from Italy and Johann Christian Kamzetsen from Dresden, he transformed old pavilion into a new neoclassical palace. Palace was inspired by grand Italian villas like Villa Borghese and Villa Medici, and it was meant to represent King's vision of perfect, modern, and independent country. Today, Palace on the Isle holds 140 works of art from King's personal collection, displayed just as they would have been in 18th century.
On Palace on Isle, there's especially many sculptures and paintings, and also a lot of the antique furniture from the times of the royals. So there's another beautiful place to look if you like antique furniture, paintings, and sculptures.
If you visit in park in the summer, you have a chance to see Chopin concert, one of the park's beloved tradition. Every Sunday from mid-May to end of September, people gather at the foot of Chopin's monument to enjoy piano music in the open air. These concerts are completely free, and setting is beautiful, surrounded by trees and flowers with people relaxing on the benches or on the grass, all listening to classical music. This is all I had for today. Thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.